guys. Good morning, or whatever time it is for you. But for me, as of recording this is morning. So good morning. Yeah. So I wanted to react to Busy Little Bee. Because they posted a video about like 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. IG update and retro soapbox Rosee. I feel like this gives a good idea to who Rosee is. And I have seen this video already, but granted, I can't remember like certain details of it, but once I see the clips and everything, I'll remember exactly what I want to say about certain things. Because this as a whole, I feel like really represents who Rosee is as a person, and it's a not very allegedly it's not very good. But allegedly it's not a very good light with the soapbox that she's standing on. But that's up for interpretation, that kind of stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna get this disclaimer out the way. This is a reaction channel, and we react to public information. We react to lovely, beautiful channels. We never send hate their way. We don't condone any sort of IRL bullying behavior, any online harassment. We don't condone that. Highly against that, actually. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only, and it should be taken with a thick grain of salt, thick with 3 C's and a Q at the end. And everything I say is alleged unless proven in a court of law. So, with that out the way, welcome back to the channel. But if it's your first time here at the Anyways base, I don't know what to call it. Hi, welcome. Don't feel shy to subscribe. We're a very lovely community and everything like that. The Anyways crew is very welcoming and loving so far. So, anyways, this intro was a bit all over the place, and that's okay. That's okay. I literally just woke up like not even 15 minutes ago. So, and it is, oh my God, I always have to explain to y'all what's going on in the time I'm recording this. It's 6:07 a.m. So, excuse the all over the place me. Let's get on into it and see what Busy Little Bee has to share with us today.
Everyone's saying I'm so desperate to be a part of Girl World, and I'm like, bro, I'm not desperate to be a part of Girl World. I am a consumer of Girl World. I like attention. I'm a clout chaser. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, guys, I don't like attention. I'm traumatized. I'm mentally ill, and I have a lot of fucking problems. I like attention. I didn't get enough as a child. Sue me. Mr. Snowflake already made a video. That means I'm probably gonna be mentioned in Jordy's live tonight. Man, some of these reaction channels are just so fucking reckless. With
not us.
When it comes to Girl World, fuck this shit, I'm out.
You're in.
You can check out anytime you like, but you can't
Rosie's
never leave.
Hey, Rosie's in Girl World. Sorry, Busy. Rosie's in Girl World whether she likes it or not. She's grabbed by the hair, by the earrings, by the chains on her glasses, her blue light glasses, and she is in it. She is staying. We are forcing her to stay in Girl World because that is where she belongs. Anyway.
Hey everybody, it's Busy Little Bee. Welcome back to my channel.
Hi, Busy!
We made it to Friday!
Yay!
So we have a quick
It's Monday for me, but that's okay.
update from Rosee, and then we are doing another retro react. And this
she's busy.
She is up on her soapbox. So It's gonna be a fun one. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Rosee uploaded to Instagram yesterday or last night or sometime. And then we'll be taking a look at a live stream Rosee did August 10th, 2024.
Hey friends.
Hi, Rosee.
It's been a minute. I've been chronically offline this week, which is not easy for me.
Oh, it's so, so hard for you to have a life, right? Outside of online. Yeah.
I have popped in here and there.
Uh-huh.
And like scrolled a little on TikTok, but I've been really staying off social media for the most part, besides talking to some people. So,
Besides talking to some people. Oh my god.
I'm doing really good on that front. And so, don't expect to
Good.
see me on YouTube till Monday.
Good. I mean, I don't see why you had to make a video about it, but good that you're taking some time for yourself, Rosee. Good job. Good job.
I may end up in that time frame editing and getting something uploaded,
Oh.
pre-recorded, but I
Okay.
won't be live again until Monday.
Well, take care of yourself first. That's what matters.
And I just felt like I wanted to tell you guys that because I'm really like
You really didn't have to, but you did.
I'm feeling a lot better emotionally, and I just need a
Good.
break from the insanity.
Good.
And when it comes to all the drama about any of it, I'm over it.
You're over it. Uh-huh.
I'm a part of this against my will.
You're part of this against your will. Rosee, you're in girl world, so you get into drama, and that is your whole personality, is seeking out drama. You can't exist without being in a drama because it brings you the most attention.
And I don't want anything to do with it.
Clear your throat.
So,
Brush your teeth, wash your face. You are worth it, I promise. Go love yourself, please.
You know I have to comment on that. Rosee, as
course.
long as you put yourself online, you're up for criticism. That goes for every single person on the internet.
Yes.
You inserted yourself into girl world how many times over the last 3 years, girl?
Yes.
This is your doing. This is not against your will.
It's
You
not.
may not want it anymore because you wanted us all to blindly believe you and we didn't.
Yeah, that's what she wanted. That's why she got online. That's why she is the way she is. Because again, like I said in the Texas vlog video that I posted yesterday, she just wants somebody to constantly give her ass pats. She will do anything for it. She wants that attention. She wants to be treated like, oh, I can do no wrong, guys. I'm such the main character and I can do nothing wrong in the story because it's my story. Like, she's type of that. Oh my god. Ray, get a hold of yourself. She's that kind of person. She's wanting to be that person to where they're always correct. Rosee, no one in this world is always correct. And the best type of people are willing to understand where they went wrong. And I'm not putting myself up being like, I'm a better person. But the smartest people in this world are willing to admit when they are wrong. Willing to learn, willing to understand. I am not a smart person by any means necessary, but I am willing to learn and to understand. I don't want to be treated like a child, like I'm stupid, but I just want to learn and understand and grow as a person. And I feel like that is the complete difference between you and the rest of society.
But this is
majority. I mean, other than Girl World and some other creators on this line. On this line. Oh my god. On this app, social media in general, and all that kind of stuff.
part of being an online influencer, an online
Period.
content creator.
Period.
You are going to get criticism, period.
Mm-hmm.
I fell down the most insane rabbit hole last night.
So this live stream, she's attacking a feeder couple, right? It's clearly a feeder couple and everything like that, who has children and everything like that, but they don't post their children online. They don't make it a focal point of their content and everything like that. But coming from Rosee, our girly girl, right? She has done feedy content. She knows what she has done in the past. She knows what she was doing now. I still think that she is, like I said in the last, allegedly, she is a feeder and still a feedie, and vice versa with Remy. Like, they're in a feeder relationship, like, that goes back and forth. Like, they both switch between the two. Allegedly. That's what's being speculated online, right?
Like, I can't wait to get into all of this.
You can't wait to get into all of this. Yeah, sure, because you're a feederism expert. I'm pretty sure this predates Paradise and all that kind of stuff. But Rosee, you have this weird fascination by pointing the finger at everyone else in the feeder community. I don't condone the feeder community at all. I think it's disgusting. But you have this weird fascination of trying to find feeders, trying to find people in their everyday lives. And, you know, I don't condone it, but again, as long as the person's not, like, I guess, death feeding the person, and stuff like that. And I mean, like, it's a legit couple with a legit family trying to provide for their kids. And they don't, and I mean, I don't like the fact that they're doing it, but they are respectable in the fact that they don't make their kids a focal point in their content. Sure, they mention them here and there, but like, how are you as a mother and a father not going to mention your child every once in a while? Like, as much as I talk about Pete, you know, because that's my daughter. I have another daughter too. I just don't mention her that much either, because I don't live with partner anyways and my other daughter. Not currently anyway. But like, Rosee, you have this weird fascination with attacking people, and it's so weird that you do this, and you're like, oh my god, it's so wrong. It's so wrong that they have children and they make this type of content and everything like that. I think if you, God forbid, if you were to have a child, you would be a horrible mother. You would be a horrible mother, a very neglectful one, because you care only about yourself. It's like Chantal and Amberlynn and, you know, Tofia. Y'all would be very neglectful mothers, in my opinion, because all you care about is yourselves. That's all you care about in this world. You wouldn't want to make the sacrifices for your children. You wouldn't want to stop making content. And I mean, like, if this couple found a stable income and they keep their children out of it, yeah, I don't agree with it, but, you know, it's still like, there's a boundary. There is a clear boundary that they have with their children, as far as I'm aware of.
Because what I found is insane.
What I found is insane. It's not like I've done the exact same thing or anything.
And not enough people are talking about this.
Sure.
And I obviously have like a unique perspective on this.
I have a unique perspective on it because I was a feedie. I was making that kind of content. I am special. That's what it's giving.
So we're going to be diving in. I mean, you've seen the title and the thumbnail. But this, I'm going to try to not spoil it too much before we really get into it. So we're going to deep dive, because I saved multiple TikToks. I even did some like Googling. I didn't go deep into any like gossip forums. There were some, but this couple is fascinating in the worst way, like in the most derogatory way possible.
Rosee, that's how a lot of people feel about you. That's how people feel about Girl World. That's how people feel about Girl World. There's a reason I keep my shit surface level, because sometimes Girl World is just way too much. I'm willing to learn and to understand, and trust me, I have. But it's Rosee. You think you're just so above it when you're not. You are not above any of this.
And I feel very strongly that I want to bring this to light, and I want more people to talk about this couple and deep dive into them, because what they're doing on the internet is kind of disgusting.
What you did on the internet was disgusting. You wanted to have the Be Our Guest spicy scene with somebody as the Beast and someone as Lumiere to make X-rated content as a feedy content sort of thing. That's what you wanted to put on the internet, Rosee. You wanted to do that. And you think that you are above everyone else when you are the exact same level of disgusting.
As most of you know, when Rosee began her YouTube channel and was on her health journey and stuff, she said that she may do some eat with me's once in a while, but it wouldn't be huge amounts of food.
Yeah, but she does that literally every other night, if not every single night.
We've now seen that proven wrong time and time and time again. Her channel, in my opinion, is feeder fodder. It just is.
It is.
And so her calling out
it is
this other couple is kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
So this is the TikTok I found.
Baby, get out the cupboard.
I'm just in the correct stonehouse, baby. I couldn't help myself.
Hold on a second.
Baby, you've already eaten all.
Okay. Hang on a second. I'm too big for this what I want to do in this layout. I don't like this layout for this. So
there you go, girl.
This is a couple. This was my introduction to them. Okay. When I saw this video and the angle you're gonna see come up, I was like, something is really wrong here. I got a really bad feeling in my gut, and everything I found out thereafter just reconfirmed it for me.
Clear your throat.
Off topic, but does it bother any of you when you hear a raspy voice or a voice that the throat needs to be cleared and they're just not clearing it?
See, I've watched this video beforehand, and Busy, oh my god, I agree with you wholeheartedly in this situation.
Hear all the phlegm and shit. It bothers me so much.
So, this man, his name is George, and he has a wife named Sienna. They've been married for about 6 years. Honestly, I think they're both kind of low-key villains, all right? I really do. I think they're both kind of low-key, maybe high-key villains. But she's the worst one, honestly. And we'll get into that.
Why is it that with Rosee, the woman is always the villain?
Yep. Because Rosee is not a girly's girl. And I don't mean that in a haha silly way, oh my god, the girlies and all that kind of stuff. No. There's a difference between a girly's girl, a girly supporting women, a girly supporting women's wrongs, rights, everything in between. There is a very, very clear difference. But Rosee, it's a pattern with her to where the woman in any relationship, any sort of situation, the woman is always in the wrong. Because in her eyes, she is the, long eyelashes just fluttering in the wind. Oh, I can't do anything wrong because I'm just a perfect girl. I'm not like other girls. I don't make mistakes. I am just perfect for any man. I can take anyone's man, but I won't because I'm such a nice girl. She's that type of girl. I don't know. She just gives me that if you were in a friendship with her for more than 6 months, she will backstab you for a man and try and take your man as well. I don't know why. She just gives me that vibe. She will backstab you the first chance she gets.
She sees Remy's professor as a bitch.
Because she's a woman.
Because she assigns work. She sees this woman as the problem when obviously it's the man who's overweight, not the woman.
Because back to Remy's professor thing. She's just stressing out my babe, my honeybee, my everything. He doesn't deserve to be held down with all this work because it's less attention on me. Oh my god. I'll stop.
I just don't think that many adults are being force-fed. And if they are, they should be helped, but this is obviously something this guy wants to do.
As long as it's not death feederism, as long as it's not that, and they're two consenting adults, they're aware of what they're doing and everything like that. They're aware of what they're doing. They don't bring their children into it. I don't see a problem with it. I might not agree with it, but again, if it's something that they're both consenting to, C'est la vie. It is what it is.
Get out the cupboard.
I'm just eating the Greg's donuts, baby. I can
What the fuck, Rosee? What is this? What is this, girl?
help myself.
Baby, you've already eaten all 4 of them.
That's a lie. That's what she's lying, see? 2 left.
That's his second packet.
No, it's not. Got 1
Don't
packet.
lie to yours, baby.
You're the one lying all the time.
So to start, she's nagging him about eating. She's humiliating him. This is humiliation in terms of if you want to talk about like kinks.
Rosee, you're again, you have such a unique perspective. Right? Right? You have such a unique perspective because you were in that sphere on the internet. And it makes you so special. Rosee, I don't like this. You act like you're such above this content when you literally made it yourself with other creators in the feederism sphere. You have done this. So you're making fun of yourself, essentially.
Consenting adults are participating in something that is not explicit on the internet.
Yeah. There is nothing inherently, like, bad about it. And I mean, like, yeah, you could take it suggestively or anything, but, you know, it's not the worst thing that could have popped up on anyone's social media.
The fucking problem.
Yep.
The fact that she showed his like stomach sticking out from underneath of his t-shirt, that is such a fucking feeder move. I can't even begin to articulate it. So
many of us have watched Rosee pull up the side of her shirt so that she shows her fupa.
Yeah. And or wears revealing clothes in general. Rosee, you have put on suggestive outfits. You barely cover yourself. The way you take some selfies and everything like that and put the girlies on presentation and everything like that, you do that quite often. And I'm not knocking it. Whatever. If you're feeling yourself, take the picture, all that kind of stuff. But you can't sit here and be like, oh my God, that's such catering to certain audiences and stuff like that. You can't do that when you literally have done it yourself. You are such a hypocrite.
But that's a feeder move, right? Yep. The evidence just keeps building up, and the way she gets so angry about things that don't affect her in this video is very telling.
Oh, here, I do have one of those Reddit boards up real quick. Let me just pull that up. There wasn't a ton about these people on Reddit. I was kind of surprised. I was honestly expecting them to have their own subreddit, and I couldn't find one.
Wow, shocker.
He seems to spend his days hawking junk on TikTok and being a huge bully, mocking people for not having money, calling people peasants, and just being a pretty toxic person. That he seems to be a really shitty person. He's currently live. This was like from 7 months ago. But I'm not sure how long for almost everyone watching has left due to his attitude. So, okay, I did find one post on TikTok Cringe talking about, like, is Sienna a feeder? George Keywood and I have had a difficult couple of weeks, and this was March 15th of this year. Our verified TikTok account with 1.1 million followers that we built together every single day for over 3 years was permanently banned. I wonder why.
I mean, TikTok, in my opinion, is one of those apps that's just very finicky, where a lot of people get banned and everything. Like, it's easy to get banned off of TikTok, in my opinion. It's very easy. And I mean, even like creators that don't do anything, they just get banned out of the blue because people mass report their shit for no reason. And stuff like that. Like, TikTok is, if not the most easiest app to get banned off of.
It was probably along the same lines of why Rosee, Foodie, and Amber got demonetized.
Yeah. I mean, ever since, I feel like with the Eugenia Cooney situation, I feel like content that shows bodies in a certain way, either skinny, very skinny, or very voluptuous, I can't say the other word, I don't think, without getting to, getting YouTube a little bit mad at me. Um, Voluptuous body and stuff like that, BBW and everything like that. I feel like the internet as a whole, if you're if you are promoting with eating or anything like that for bigger bodies, it's the same thing if you're, underweight and everything like that, unhealthy and all that kind of stuff. I feel like the internet is at a period where we understand that, hey, this is not something we should be promoting. This is not something that people need to see all that much. Now, if you're, in my opinion, if you're trying to educate people on recovery, on, I'm trying to gain weight and get back to a healthy weight and get my body back and reclaim myself, or if I'm trying to lose weight and this is what I did, this is my diet, this is how I do portion control, this is what I do to take my medication, this is how I manage my blood sugar, this is how I do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but doing mukbangs in specific, where you're eating hordes and hordes amount of food, like, you're eating like 2 family meals or whatever in one sitting and stuff like that. Like, it's one of those things that definitely promoting disordered eating is very much being under control now, because we understand from a psychological perspective that teenagers are very, very impressionable. And to a concerning degree, we have already seen the backlash, not the backlash, but the repercussions of, even my generation on how social media has changed our perception of beauty and eating, and how it's changed our, like, minds a little bit. And, growing up and everything, I am not the standard of beauty and everything like that. I hate to make it about myself, but as an example, I'm not the standards of beauty. My body has never been, and everything like that. I have medical scars and everything like that. And, my body's shaped the way it is, and genetically I'm built a certain way, due to, like, biologically speaking and stuff like that. And it, is not seen as attractive by most people. And, when you're on social media as like a 13, 14-year-old and you're seeing all these girls, beautiful bodies, beautiful hair, beautiful nails, beautiful skin and everything like that. And then you're going through, hormonal acne, you're going through weight changes, your body's changing, your chest is getting bigger, you're gaining weight and you're not sure what's happening. It's very damaging. And then, you feel the expectation of having to follow these girls and live like them and, do sports, work out, and do all this kind of stuff, kind of to the detriment of your own health, in some sort of ways. If you, stop eating, or if you overeat, or, you do water fasting, do the fad diets or anything like that, just to try and feel like you're like everybody else. And it's very damaging that, life is like that sometimes. And I'm glad the internet, in a way, is cracking down on that in some way, shape, or form.
So her Instagram, there's just like, most of the posts are like these weird Shein selfies. Like, it's Shein, or
it's, if she's getting money off of it, oh well. You got to make a living somehow in this day and age. I hate to say it like that, because I don't really support Shein, Temu, and all that kind of stuff. So,
Romwee. To say that I do not like these people is an understatement.
To say that I don't like these people is an understatement.
Here. I'm not going to click through just to be safe. And then there's a tipping link. They have a YouTube. I didn't even click on that. We're going to get to their Facebook page in a sec.
Because you totally did a deep dive, right? Totally did a deep dive.
Because because I got some shit to say about that.
And you didn't even click on their YouTube.
They've also done like a lot of articles, a lot of interviews. Their angle is like, we get bullied because I'm skinny and he's super fat and blah 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 blah. And they've done like Daily Mail interviews. They've done like all those types of websites, like pretty much anytime they can get someone to talk about them, they're doing it.
Now, doesn't that sound like someone else we know?
Yep.
Someone who's got a website for everything, someone who's got places to be tipped, Amazon wish lists, so on and so forth. Trying to get their name out everywhere they can, like tabloid interviews, like podcasts, like a documentary that had fuck all to do with her that she made about her. You know.
Yeah, because totally, you know, the whole Paradise documentary was totally going to be about her, guys, right? Even though she wasn't even in Paradise, but it was all about Rosee, right? And her experience with Paradise, which was non-existent other than a couple messages with Stepan, you know, because she's just that girl that she just is inserting herself.
You know, that kind of stuff. She is literally railing against people who are just like her.
She's really gross. So we're going to get into...
And you're really gross too. Like, if we're pointing fingers, Rosee, you're pointing it right back at yourself, girly. It doesn't matter. You're gross too. You are just as gross.
That
Rosee never gets to the Facebook that she claims she was so ready to get into. She doesn't get into a whole lot more information, in fact. But she is highly upset, and especially about this woman. It seems like she doesn't care much about what the man does, but she's really upset about this woman.
Yeah.
I don't see what is so wrong. You don't see what's wrong with posting your child on the internet when you have an OnlyFans? You don't...
Rosee. Plenty of OnlyShmans creators probably do have kids, and, you know, that's their way of making income. That is their way of supporting their child. They are willing to do whatever it takes. And if they've landed on the OnlyShmans option and it's making them money to support their family and child or children, that is on them. Now, do I agree with it 100%? No. Do most people, majority of people, keep their children away from their content? Make sure that, you know, there are boundaries to make sure that that child doesn't see the content that their parents are making. Yes, there are responsible ways to go about it, Rosee. And most people take those precautions as well as they can. They do what they can to be a responsible parent. Rosee, you act like you're better than everyone else. You just don't have a child. You just don't have a child, and nor do I ever want you to have a child, in my opinion. And that is okay with other people to, you know, have a different opinion. But honestly, I don't think you would be a good mother at all, period. And you have content out there floating around of lewds of yourself, videos of yourself in certain positions. It wouldn't be hard, Rosee. Your whole name is out there. Your whole name is out there. So, you know, your child would eventually, inevitably see it. If someone did a background check, they would find that all the content about you, because they would check, if they have to check the parents, they would have to see all the content you've done and everything about you. So, you know, you might want to leave these people alone.
I don't think that that's wrong. Like, I'm genuinely asking you that question.
Yeah, she gets really up on her high horse. And mind you, they don't, like, mix in their kid with their adult stuff, of course.
Then what's the problem with it then? If they keep their child protected, that is on them. That is good of them to do.
But because they're parents who have a family channel and also do this type of content, that's a problem. But this,
because Rosee has a problem with the fact that, God forbid a woman and a man have a child and actually love each other and feel comfortable enough to share their X-rated relationship online in a way that they feel like other people would enjoy. Do I agree with it? No, but if it's making you money and you're doing it the ways to protect your children, I get it. I get it. And do I think fame can go to your head? Absolutely, of course. Of course it can. And I think that's probably what happened with the dad, and that is on him. I'm not defending him or the wife or Rosee or anything, but Rosee is inherently just in the wrong in this situation because, again, she's such a hypocrite.
This woman has never had a child. I don't understand why she judges parents so harshly when she's never fucking been one.
Exactly.
That's so wrong. By itself, without anything else that where I'm about to show you. So I guess maybe not everybody's on the same page with me on this.
No, not at all.
Yes, so they promote their platform, their adult platform off of Instagram.
Clear your throat, bitch. That was harsh, Ray. That was harsh. Clear your throat, Rosee. Get some water.
Instagram is where they post their child the most.
They're not including their child in their content. There is a difference between having a post or two.
If you are an adult content creator and you share your child's likeness on social media, you are an irresponsible parent. You are putting your child in danger. And frankly, if I'm going to be a little controversial, you're not a good parent.
You eventually, you talk to Remy about children, about having children and stuff like that. You would be a horrible mother. You are a horrible sibling. You're a horrible daughter. You're a horrible partner from what I can tell. And, you let this shit run your life. And Rosee, you do not have a child. I don't have a child either. I have 2 cats that I love like my children. Rosee, you have nothing. You have nothing. You have no reason to get up here and shame a couple for having children and doing what they're doing when they don't involve their children. Their children, doesn't matter. They don't involve their children in the content itself. The spicy content. Rosee, you're sitting up here acting like you're the best thing since sliced bread. Rosee, your opinion on this, frankly, doesn't matter. You're not a parent.
This ignorant to the world ass woman is really going to try to sit here and pass judgment on people she doesn't know or understand their circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
While she's still sitting here with children, her nieces and nephew, on her Instagram. They let her know later on in the stream, but she acts so high and mighty while she's got children up on her Instagram.
Yeah, and we know her Instagram. It's tied to her spicy pages and, all that kind of stuff. So she, she's not a good person.
Where she posted her SW.
Yep.
No one who makes adult content should have a family channel. It shouldn't even be separate. Keep your kids off social media.
Uh-huh.
Rule number 1 of not having kids, don't try to fucking tell parents how to do their job.
Exactly.
I've never done SW myself, nor have I had my children on my YouTube channel. But this is absolutely ridiculous for her to take the moral high ground.
Agreed.
When she has never, ever, ever experienced having a child.
Children deserve to be protected.
Uh-huh, sure, Rosee.
And the number 1 people to do that is their parents.
Uh-huh. I totally believe you. I agree with the words she's saying, but do I believe that she believes it or not? Because, again, she's on that soapbox and she's projecting to the world and everything, trying to think that she's the moral police. Yeah, I don't believe anything she fucking says.
And if you're gonna make adult content, fine. Keep your kids offline. Because I was a child who was exploited by somebody.
Rosee, again, everything has to tie back into you, girly. Everything has to tie back into you.
It had nothing to do with you being on the internet. And yeah, you were exploited at 6 years old. That's very sad. But you can't use that for the rest of your fucking life as a shield and to be up on this moral high ground like you haven't done similar shit.
Yep.
You were literally in a corn video of Matilda.
Yeah, that too. And again, the whole Beauty and the Beast thing that she wanted to be a part of and everything like that. And this weird shit that she used to do.
As she gets more worked up, I notice that I'm getting more worked up because I think I'm meeting her energy. She's just so worked up over some shit that affects her zero.
Busy, you're okay. Thank you for sharing and everything. Like, Busy, you have a reason to be mad. You have a reason to feel the way that you do. And thank you for, you know, giving your thoughts about this whole parent situation. I believe your words more than I do Rosee's any day.
I care about children getting hurt. I care about children being put in vulnerable situations.
You mean like your feeder is in Instagram having pictures of your nieces and nephew on it? Like that?
Yep.
Scenarios like exploiting her husband's body, which obviously, like, yeah, is he consenting to it? Sure. Right? Like.
Then, like, shut up. If he's consenting to it, then, you know, that's on him. If she's filming her husband gave the okay to post it, to film it, to post it, to film it, to edit it, to post it, then okay. That's on him. That's on Sienna.
They're both very clearly in it for the money. Also, as some of this goes,
and you're not into social media, just you're totally doing social media just for the lulz, right? Not the money, not the money's incentives.
On when you see her on camera, like, she has such bad vibes. I can't even begin to.
And so do you.
Explain it.
Hot meets the kettle at last.
Oh my god.
Because it was like,
are you sure George isn't mentally unwell?
And why would...
When she talks like that, I want to shove my head through the wall.
And when you talk like, babe, oh my god. When you talk like that, it makes me feel the same way about you.
I know that feeling because when Rosee uses that fucking little girl voice, I feel the same way.
He's mentally unwell again.
And note how she's touching him. And
can a woman just touch her man's? Can a woman just touch her man's? Some people just nervously touch their partner. I know when I get nervous, I nervously grab partner anyways his hand. I know I do that. I know they grab their elbow. I know I, try and play with their fingers or whatever if they're close to me and stuff like that. That's just a nervous thing that I ended up doing. And, God forbid someone touched their partner, God forbid, because Rosee can't do that.
It's hard to tell how much of it is played up or not for the rage bait of it all, because they definitely troll, they definitely rage bait. Sure. And yeah.
And it worked, dipshit. You are very enraged. We see it.
I will say that in showing their kid online, that's gross and wrong and they shouldn't be doing it. But I don't know a ton about their child. So that's good. They're not like oversharing like their child's medical records or things like that, from what I know.
I watched this entire thing all the way through and I don't even know their child's name. I saw his face a couple times. That's it. Do I agree with putting children in content? Not really, no.
No.
But I don't understand Rosee's need to make this an entire live stream. Besides, of course, the moral grandstanding and the chance to get up on her soapbox.
Yep.
That's interesting since you said this was a deep dive and you were going to tell us all about them. You didn't even know that they'd broken up at one point?
Yeah.
I knew that about the homeless couple I did that one video on.
I'll say for her, I'm far.
Was that with Shannon and what's his face?
More convinced that she's like just a full-blown narcissist from everything I've seen.
Then what does that make you, Rosee? What does that make you?
Or
you got narcissistic tendencies. Nothing more. Guys, I just have narcissistic tendencies because I'm so depressed. I'm on my mental health journey. That gives me narcissistic tendencies. Right?
If she's not a narcissist, she has narcissistic tendencies that are very, very strong. And with him, they're both are just very self-absorbed.
And again, what does that make you?
Is this sounding familiar?
And then one of the things that I watched, they were like, we have to make money somehow, blah blah blah, but like acting like that their only option is to do it through like YouTube or TikTok and YouTube and or being online creators.
Does that sound familiar? For our Rosee girl, Rosee Jean.
Instead of like working like everybody else does, right?
The hypocrisy is getting really damn deep in here. I can't.
It's getting thick.
She has literally made this argument herself so many times.
And look at her like making kissy faces at herself and like posing for the camera.
It's not like you do that or anything. It's not like you try and adjust. It's not like you try and do that all the time, Rosee.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're just mad that she looks better at it than you do.
About like this entire video.
Allegedly.
She's eye fucking herself.
I'm going to avoid repeating myself here, and I'm just going to say that there is a lot she's saying about this woman that applies to her. Claiming you were tricked into feederism at 500 pounds is crazy work.
It truly, truly is. The mental gymnastics of it all.
So as you can see, this video does include their child. And they went to breakfast, and she made a point to mention that they go out only when there's no one else around. And honestly, that reminds me of somebody.
Because God forbid that they have privacy and not want to be photographed with their child in public.
He just farm views. Like that's...
What do you do, Rosee? What do you do? The exact same thing.
Don't include children like in my vlogs.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Rosee, you're so much better than these people.
Totally.
Used to be a stepmom. When I would post on social media, the most I ever did was I allowed their voices to be involved in certain conversations, and show their faces, their bodies, their likeness, especially back then, because I made adult content.
That YouTube channel she said she was going to pull up and show us the thumbnails and everything, she doesn't do that because this sidetracks her. What?
Yep.
There was a time that there was pictures of my nieces and nephews, but I removed all of those before I became fully educated on child exploitation. That's for sure.
Before she became educated. She's not educated in any shape or form. She just found what she found online and was like, I'm educated now.
Oh my God, thank you. Okay.
Because totally, someone so educated needed to be reminded that there were still pictures of children on their public Instagram that they used to post their SW work on.
Oh shit, there's one of my ex on here. Oh fuck, goodbye.
So she found multiple posts of her nieces and nephew on her Instagram from the time she was doing sex work through that Instagram.
Yup.
Oh, there is one down here. Oh my God. I post their kids on like their Facebook or their personal Instagram.
I personally think that, other than a post here and there, but you should not really be posting your child on social media unless your shit is private. And even then, you should be very, 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 very restrictive on what you put out on the internet because there are some creeps out there. You just never know. That is my opinion, and you can totally disagree with that opinion, and that is okay. But my opinion is be very careful about posting your child. Again, I'm not a parent, so what I say, if you want, it doesn't matter. What I say, it doesn't really matter. I'm not a parent, and, I'm not the parental police or anything like that, so.
I just want to know who the hell is going to be taking parenting advice from Rosee?
Yeah, agreed.
Or internet safety advice from Rosee?
Exactly.
No one.
If you do, you're sad. If you do, you're sad. Like, why take it from her?
I get the perspective. I genuinely do.
No, you don't.
But I don't want to give up the memories on this. Like, I also have like a lot of memories on this account outside of that.
And therefore, you don't want to get rid of that account. Sure, Rosee, sure.
And I don't want to give that up. And I don't want to make a new Instagram because honestly, that platform's dying anyway. So I don't even use it like I used to. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Maybe it'll inspire others to make some changes too.
What's happening here is Rosee's viewers are trying to talk her into getting rid of her Instagram account because it is so tied to feederism. And she gives every excuse as to why she won't.
Because of course she does. She doesn't want to be held accountable of that part of my past, guys. Oh my God. I'm not that person anymore, but I'm still going to keep the same feederism account.
I don't feel ready to let it go.
Yeah, because, it's my journey, guys. It's my journey. It's my journey. It's my healing journey with feederism. But I'm still going to attack other people for enjoying feederism in a consensual way.
10 toes in it, I would consider making a new IG.
Rosee, arguably, you still make feeder content. Arguably, you still do. You know what you're doing. You clearly do. You clearly do if you have the gall to come up here and react the way that you are to this couple and everything. You clearly know a thing or two about feederism because, again, you were brought onto Paradise as a feederism expert. So, Rosee, maybe you should get offline. Maybe you should make new content. Maybe you should stop filming yourself while you eat. Maybe you should not watch your boyfriend over video call while he eats because you ordered him food.
I don't want to get rid of this account though. I really
You should.
don't.
You should.
Like, I really, really don't.
You should.
Follow up. But isn't that such a painful and traumatizing part of you that you can let go of?
Yeah, because allegedly feederism is such a traumatic topic for her. Allegedly.
Well, there are a lot of posts on there that are not related to that at all. That's a really big deal to me. Something that's important to me, like my social media, like my YouTube is important to me. Like, these things are important to me.
Sure.
I don't know how Rosee has defenders. She's on here doing feeder fodder, claiming she left feederism and was groomed into it when she wasn't.
Yeah.
The only people I'm banning are people that are telling me that they're reporting me.
Because you should be reported with the bullshit that you just did.
And being obnoxious and annoying and disrespectful.
You're being obnoxious, disrespectful, and annoying.
Only the people who are saying they're reporting me. And those who are saying things I don't agree with.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not able to take constructive criticism in this healing journey of mine, guys. I'm in my healing era.
.au about how they sleep in separate bedrooms, which I thought was weird, like a weird thing.
Rosee, plenty of couples actually sleep in separate bedrooms for many, many of reasons. Sometimes it's due to snoring, sometimes it's due to just having separate spaces, liking having separate spaces. Sometimes it's just the sleep quality is better when you're in your own bed and not having somebody next to you. It's all situational for each couple. Each couple's sleeping arrangement is their own thing to deal with. And Rosee, just because you have a problem with the idea of a romantic couple, a married couple, not sleeping in the same room, just because you're uncomfortable with it, it's the, oh my God, how dare they? They're not in love or anything like that. She's repulsed by him. Rosee, again, it's all situational.
Sometimes people sleep in different rooms for different reasons. Snoring is one of those reasons.
Yes.
If this guy is so big, he's got to wear a CPAP to sleep. Maybe she needs to go into another room to have quiet.
Exactly.
They're allowed to talk about their marital life wherever the fuck they want. I don't know why Rosee thinks she can go tell her story everywhere, which is filled with holes.
Yep.
But no one else is allowed to tell their stories about their lives and their experiences.
Because Rosee only matters to Rosee. She just wants to hear herself talk.
she doesn't agree with them.
The chronic pain has been really insane. It's been really, really insane. As y'all know,
she has to play up the whole, oh my God, guys, I'm so disabled. My chronic pain is crazy. Girl, again, I don't doubt that you have chronic pain, but it's mainly due to your weight, how you treat your body, Rosee. That's what I think, why you have chronic pain. But also, I think you're just faking it to play the chronic pain card. Because, again, you are one of those people that does anything for attention. So that's where the speculation comes into play for me.
I feel very strongly about this topic.
So that was 2024 Soapbox Rosee. I think she's still very much the same. She likes to take the moral high ground on a number of topics. She wants to always be right. And when she's met with any kind of resistance, she gets angry. Absolutely. And I think that's a problem, especially on the internet, where there are so many varied perspectives because of so many different lived experiences. Absolutely. I hope you all have a good weekend. We will be back on Monday with...
Okay, well, I'm going to end it there. Thank you, Busy Little Bee. Your insight was very appreciated. And I just love your content in general. I like the content you do. I like that, you know, if in a sense it feels like a conversation. And you bring up such wonderful, wonderful points, Busy Little Bee. And the nature little shots that you do in your videos is so cute. I love the whole aesthetic, the vibe. The whole vibe of it. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I have quite the work cut out for me because this is an hour and 9 minutes. So I'm going to try and edit it down as much as I can. But I am going to try and post another video, maybe just a foodie video today, just to do 2 uploads and getting used to doing that again and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, I'm Ray anyways. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to brush your teeth, wash your face, kiss your pet on the head for me, do your laundry. Don't forget to meal prep. Don't forget to return that Amazon package. Don't forget to do that. Don't forget to love yourself either. I'm Ray anyways. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget that you are loved, you are kind, you are beautiful, you are smart, and most of all, you are important. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.